So hey guys,
look what we found.
so welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean.
The limited edition Mach 1. After 17 years being gone, there's a couple of these out here. Ford's making these like real limited edition cars. They are just crazy. So according to Ford, the Mach 1 is set to become the most track-capable 5-liter Mustang ever. They're bringing back these 480 horsepower limited edition Mach 1s. They've got track-ready V8s. They've got all kinds of original model like aerodynamics and everything on them. They're really cool. 6-speed manual transmissions from Ford Performance. They also, this one here has the 10-speed automatic transmission. It's got on and off track availability. They've got handling packages. These things are just crazy. Oh, and hey, by the way, guys, Ford is discontinuing the GT350, so this is kind of what Ford is using in place of the GT350. So the front, the fascia on these things and the grills are like specific to the Mach 1. Same with the hood. It's got all kinds of different little side body striping and just aerodynamics on these things that are only for the Mach 1.
Recaro seats, fold down seat, all leather. You can tell everything's being lit up, just like all the modern Mustangs. It's got everything fully loaded. You've got your oil pressure gauges again, which really are needed. Vacuum gauges are needed. So this is just a really absolutely stunning car. You got your video screen there and all your touch, and you got the new airplane buttons that are there, but most everybody now is just putting everything on the steering wheel. So Mach 1 and M1242. So I don't know if they're numbered, but this is Mach 1 M1242. Let me open the other side and go in the driver's side. You got all the mood lighting. You've got the screen, oil pressure, vacuum comes on. This only has 8.7 miles on it. It's got the standard setup of most of the Mustangs, so if you own a Mustang, you'd be comfortable driving it. Seats are really comfortable. You also can put in the 5-point harnesses without removing the seats, which is really a nice thing, especially if you're going to race this car or even just do race competitions like SCCA. Everything, look at the stitching on here, just everything is highlighted. I actually like this a lot better than I do the Shelbys that were out. So, and it's got all the modern conveniences in it. This is an automatic, and I'll be honest with you, at 55 I like automatics a little bit better, especially for long drives. Good stereo systems. So tire loading information. I'm going to go ahead and lock this one back up. I like the color, it's a nice gray. It's available at Sam Galloway Ford. I don't get anything for that, I'm just here getting my oil changed. Let's see. So you're looking at about 61. So 61 is actually probably a really good price for this comparatively to a Shelby. And engine wise on this, and I'm not really going to open up the engine, we are in the dealership, but the engine for this is, let me look, It's a 5-liter V8, 480 horsepower, 10-speed automatic transmission. So 2021 Mach 1 Coupe Premium, fighter jet gray. Love that color. And I love the Mach 1 5.0 V8, 480 horsepower. And I could tell you, if it's like any of the other cars that they put out, it's probably a little bit more than what they're advertising. So it's got the retro Mach 1 hood. You can see the blacked out grille, and you can see the blacked out lights on the inside the grille. So it's a really, really nice car. So as I said, I'm just here getting my oil changed on my Ford Edge. But this is the same place that has that green Shelby. If you want to see the 2020 green Shelby that we did a couple months ago, this is the same place that has that. So Sam Galloway is in my hometown, and they've had all kinds of stuff. They've had Foose Mustangs. They have basically every type of Mustang that comes out, they're going to have one. So anyway. Okay, so we just went and looked at the Mach 1 that's over there. Now we're going to take a look at the Shelby they have. This is a 2021 Shelby, I believe. Let's see. GT500. 2020 Shelby GT500. 5.2 supercharged V8. Doesn't tell me my horsepower. But, of course, it's red. It's got that beautiful Shelby hood on it. And here's your Shelby power plant for the 2020. Carbon fiber composites. It's got the Carroll Shelby signature on here. GT500 hand built. Tells you who built it. They sign it. Turbocharger. It's a lot more under the hood here than was in a lot of the early Shelbys. Here's your hood locks. And the nice thing with Ford, if you notice, so with especially the Shelbys, they put a lot of the serial numbers not only on the engine, not only the frame, but on a lot of the parts. So you'll see them here, you'll see them underneath the fender wells. So they're all over the place. Got the snake right there. This does not have the floodlight, so it's a floodlight delete. It's got the Shelby right there. Got the snake right there. Brembo brake system. I mean, look at those rotors. You need to have a 20-inch wheel in this. Carbon fiber. These are carbon fiber wheels. Carbon fiber real wheels. Carbon fiber wing. Here's your back. You got your dual exhaust on either side. So you got Ford Performance here. It doesn't say Shelby, it says Ford Performance. You got your Recaro seats. You got the Shelby Snake here. Of course, again, you could put your 5-point harnesses through the seats if you'd like. This obviously has a second wing, possibly there. And the screen, let me show you what happens. So with the Mach 1, you turn on, Ford comes on. If you open up the door for the Snake, and well, didn't happen this time, but normally the Snake will pop up over there. 14.8 miles on this one. You got the Cobra Snake on the steering column. This has a different shifter on there. Obviously there is the selector for the automatic transmission here. You've got the Shelby stripes there.
Pretty nice, isn't it?
Oh yeah. So, and this Shelby here, you're looking at 97,760. So you're about 30. Well, actually, this one here, because it's a premium, because it's dealer markup, and they're going to do that on a Shelby because these things, we know they're collectible. We know that everything about a Shelby is special, so, and they're hard to find. So this one's actually $132,760, which is actually less than that green one that we saw that was in here earlier, but that's been sold. And again, from the passenger seat, and you've got the gauges up on the dashboard, the same gauges that are in the Mach 1. This has a backseat delete, so it is only a 2-seat car factory. Now, even in my Mustang I had a backseat delete on it, but it was aftermarket. This is a backseat delete from the factory. So this is pretty much the 500 that you would take racing. This is basically a factory race car. So there's some of the original equipment that it has. Carbon fiber track pack, exposed carbon fiber wheels, exposed carbon fiber wing, Recaro leather seats. I mean, you can just read all the stuff that's there. High gloss stripes, tech package, and of course the gas guzzler tax, because these things are not, this only gets 14 miles a gallon, which is actually less than my motorhome. Anyway, so you can compare this. I like the ground effects package that's on here. The Mach 1 has a whole different ground effect. Mach 1 has a whole different nose section as well. But like I said, this is the Ford dealer in my hometown, and this is Sam Galloway Ford. They always have had the hot Mustangs, and I'm 54, and back in the early 2000s they had Chip Foose's Mustangs. They've had Shelbys, they've had they've had the Ford GTs here. So definitely a place, if you're going to buy a high performance Ford, this is the dealership that I would say to go to. It's probably the most high performance dealership I'm aware of. And look at that hood. I love this hood. I like the Mach 1 hood, but I really love this hood. So, and it's actually, if you look, it's an actual cowl induction. So they have this in here to prevent the water from coming down onto the engine. However, the cold air is going to get forced in. So it's a real forced air hood. So even though the cold air is going to come from here through the ventilation system, comes up, throughs in, and goes, the cold air goes into the engine, but that cool air that comes from the vents on the hood will actually cool down the whole under hood area. So that especially here in Florida is good, even though they do have an oversized radiator as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and just wanted to compare the two. So there you go. All right, so we just came back. We were over there in the showroom. I'm getting my oil changed on my truck. In the meantime, we got to see the new Mach 1, the 2021 Mach 1, and we got to see a red Shelby GT500. We compared the two. If you like this video, if you go ahead and look at the video we have on the green Shelby that they used to have here, every time I come and get service done on my truck, I normally go up there. This is where I bought my Mustang. So you've seen pictures of that, the one with the number 8 on the side. So you've seen the 8-ball Mustang. This is where I got mine. They have all high performance stuff here. It's called Sam Galloway. They've been a Ford dealer since forever. In fact, Henry Ford and Mr. Galloway lived down the street. So anyway, so hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe, really like the channel, and put any comments you may have. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.